guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. After raw dogging thousands of men on OnlyFools, the both vixens, which is the creative word I could come up with instead of saying whores, say they're both pregnant. Here's the thing. This isn't about the women. I know the thumbnail says that and all that, and I'm going to talk about that for a few minutes. It's really not about the women. It's about how stupid everyone is. It really is. It's about the media, and not just tabloid clicky places. Newsweek posted about this, and CNN and MSNBC and Yahoo News, and of course, the Daily Mail and the Sun and the New York Post, and all the outlets are reporting on this stuff. Why are they reporting on this stuff? Because people click on it. Humanity is slowly driving into the depths of cesspoolness, where everybody they don't want to hear about, I don't know, chess masters that are coming up with new openings or new interesting moves or traps to get, their opponent cornered. They're not coming up with mathematicians or the science behind how Elon Musk is going to Mars. They're not coming up with anything. Everything is turning into a tabloid and over-the-top crap. And it's human nature now. And it has been for a little while. And it kind of bums me out. I'll just be honest about it. I try to put out interesting topics and conversations, and this isn't about me, but my point is, my point is I do try to put out interesting topics and thought pieces every once in a while. They get the least amount of views that I do. But then I read the tabloids and stuff like this, and they get more views. I don't know why they want to see crazy, I guess. Maybe they just want to see people that are having a worse life than they are, and it makes them feel better about themselves. I don't know anymore. I don't know, but both of these content creators that have done a couple videos on in the last couple of weeks have both come out and said they're pregnant now all of a sudden. There is good news, however. There is good news. You do have an opportunity to go out and maybe put a little stock in some paternity testing company, because this is going to create a rise in their stock, if true. And secondly, Asteroid 2024, more than 100 million people's lives in risk in corridor. NASA data shows the odds of this asteroid striking our planet is going up. It is increasing by a couple percentage in just the last few months. So the good news is you too can pray that you're in the line of fire. Why there's pregnancy speculation surrounding OnlyFools models who slept with hundreds of men in a day? Well, because it's funny. And also they posted about it. So Bonnie Blue, who's the one that did 1,057 in 24 hours, which is the one on the right over here, she came out and she said, I'm having cravings, and I just took a test, and it says that I'm 1 to 2 weeks pregnant, and I'm taking another test to find out. And right on the heels of that, literally within 24 hours, Lily Phillips came out and said the same thing. Why are they doing this? It's attention. That's really the other reason why I'm doing this, is because it's these vapid, dingbat, easy women that just must have their 15 minutes of fame. Now, some do it on TikTok. Some do it accidentally. Some do it like these two women that, I can't top myself with 1,000 dudes in 12 or 24 hours. So I guess I'm just now going to say I'm pregnant and I'm back in the headlines again, because strike while the iron's hot, right? As the expression goes. Both Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips are making pregnancy headlines. Again, they're making the headlines of all these major news agencies. Idiocracy was not Idiocracy was a documentary. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch Idiocracy. You'll thank me. Thanks to their most recent social media posts, the OnlyFools creators, who made worldwide news after claiming to sleep with hundreds of men in the span of hours, are shocking everyone again with pregnancy speculation. Both Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blue are making headlines today over new social media posts suggesting they're expecting, though fans are already calling BS on the updates. Well, of course they are, because this is just clickbait. And I know you guys out there that say, well, you're just propagating it, you're looking at it. Yes, I am. So I can share with you how crazy women are. And you know something? Go yell at the movie critics that go watch a movie they know's going to bomb, but they watch it so you don't have to. And then You said, well, that you paid for a ticket. Yeah, but if that one person pays for a ticket, tens of thousands of more people don't, and the movie ends up making less. So yes, I clicked on these stories. You'll get the info on it, and then you could ignore this story from here on out. Just consider me doing a favor. Yes, I'm praying for that asteroid to be in my corridor. Bonnie Blue claims 1,057 men in 12 hours, and then she said getting MILF vibes. And then somebody said, oh, you got kids? And she said, possibly pending. And then she put on an Instagram story with cravings. And then she said later on, she took a test. She's going to take another test because she wants to see exactly when she got pregnant. And on the heels of that, within like 15 and a half seconds, this Lily, what's her name? Lily, why do I keep forgetting Lily Phillips? I don't know why I keep wanting to call her Lily Thomas or Tomlin, because I don't know that many Lilies. But Lily Phillips, 15 and a half seconds after that, came out and said, oh, me too. And then she followed it with a post where you can see her baby bump here sticking out. I didn't want to see that. But she literally says, baby Phillips coming 2025. And the first comment, joking about being pregnant for likes and attention, where there's women out there that would love to be pregnant. That's got 1,700 likes. Lowest of the low, faking a pregnancy. Please do not start sexualizing pregnant women. These are women, by the way, saying this. I hope this isn't fake. People out here, somebody else repeated this kind of something similar. Somebody else says there's going to be a lot of DNA tests for the real baby. So Lily Phillips came out and did the same thing. Look, I know this is all clickbaity stuff, but I think what's really dragging me down in the dirt about this was all over Twitter today. Now, most of the accounts I follow were goofing on it and joking on it and saying it's stupid and making memes about the paternity tests and paternity test companies getting ready to break record new highs in profits and the rest of it. They didn't believe this stuff. But it is going viral. And the fact that news picked this up and news went viral with this instead of positive things in the news. You know, as many of you guys know, I had my news channel, Odd Man Out News, over on here on YouTube, and I renamed Better Bachelor over on Locals to Odd Man Out News, and I was going to do a lot more news stories. And I start reading through the news, and I realized one of two things. Conservatives make everything positive when it's conservative stuff, and everything negative about the left. And the left makes everything the right does negative and everything they do positive, to the point where they start exaggerating what is truth. And then I said, okay, well, I'll just dig through everything, both the left and the right stuff, to see what's true and what's this and what's not. And in the end, I realized, you know what? So little of this matters. Yeah, there's some news stories out there that matter, but a lot of it doesn't. A lot of it is just finding ways to get people to click on articles and make these news agencies money, that they don't really have anything important to say. You know, a small story that would be nothing goes national on left-wing headlines because a little commuter airplane collides with another airplane and they fall out of the air. And that's happened hundreds, thousands of times a year here in the United States. But now they have to bring it up and start screaming it's because of what Elon Musk is doing with the FAA. And the right, you know, they come out and a bunch of conservatives are saying how awful this is. But what's the difference between this woman getting pregnant by a dude that's not going to be dad to the kid, that's not going to be the kid in his life? What's the difference between that and Elon Musk possibly getting Ashley St. Clair pregnant and not going to be in the kid's life and not going to be around? What's the difference? Well, they don't like her. They don't like this woman, but they like Ashley St. Clair. So they find this disgusting and awful, but what Elon Musk does is awesome. I just start seeing so much hypocrisy around that I almost decide, like, I don't even want to talk about a lot of this stuff anymore. And it's this, again, this isn't really about me, but I know a lot of you guys must be feeling the same. That just society is in such a tailspin of everything has to be dramatic and everything has to be over the top. I pray for a slow news day. I pray for things to slow down where people are like, well, not a lot going on. I guess I'll get offline and move on with my life. I guess I'll go out and touch some grass and say, but no, it's just always one big thing after another, after another, after another, because these news agencies just must make their money. They must make everything super positive or super negative or super over the top. And this type of story is a drop in the bucket. Why are mainstream, like Newsweek talked about this, and MSN and Yahoo News and E! Online and TMZ and all the other places we get our news, the New York Post, and why? It's because this is what people want to see. This is what people want to look at. I don't expect this video to do very well, nor do I really care. I just wanted a vehicle for me to yell at the news agencies and yell at people to go, not you guys necessarily, but yell at people to go out and touch grass. You know, we're in such a weird place. It's like we're living in a meme. I don't know what's going on with it, but that's why sometimes I'm just like, I'm not going to do a video this week. I just can't stand the internet anymore. I hope you guys are able to disconnect better than I am, because ironically, this is kind of my job in many ways. Guys, don't forget, if you are here enjoying my content, don't forget to join us on betterbachelor.locals.com. I do a stream once a week called Absolutely 80s, where we pull up old school TV shows and cartoons and British humor, like Monty Python, even though that's not technically the 80s. We drift around that. We watch UFC fight nights. We watch movie. We have a movie night. We do game streams. There's a ton of great guys over there bringing up a lot of good conversations in the news and the chat. So come on over and be a supporter today. It's $5 a month, but it puts us behind a paywall. It lets us have completely free speech, where we can pretty much say anyone about anything or anything about anyone, and however you want to phrase it. It's $5 a month, $4 a month if you decide to hop on annual. I think you'll like it. It's a bunch of great, like-minded dudes talking about some really interesting stuff. So come on over, check it out today. I'd appreciate it if you do. The good news is, though, there is a little bit of good news at the end of all of this. Don't forget that asteroid's coming, and maybe you, too, can pray to be in the path.